Hello guys, and welcome to episode number 48, where we will be solving 5 more SQL problems, this time from the company Yelp right here. So let's get started here with problem number 1. We have to find the review text which received highest number of cool votes. We have to output the business name along with the review text. We have 2 columns, and our condition here has to be the highest number of cool votes. Now we have to figure out this one, the highest number of cool votes. What is cool votes? And looking at the data here, we have a column called cool, and it's an integer. So for every, probably the reaction of this review, this one had 2 funny, 2 useful, 1 cool. And since we have to find basically the row with the highest number of cool, so we're going to select from, we have to select business name and review text. This is what we have to show. And now our condition is where the cool is the maximum, right? And to find out the maximum value, we're going to use a subquery where we literally just find the maximum value. So in here we are saying, show me the business name and review text where the value of cool equals with the maximum value from the entire table. And this should be our final solution right here. And we actually have 2 of them. Problem number 2, find top 5 businesses. As soon as we see here top X something, we have to think in terms of window functions, either row number, rank, or dense rank with most reviews. So basically we have to rank them based on their reviews. Assume each row has a unique business ID such that the total reviews for each business is listed on each row. We have to output the business name along with total number of reviews. So we have 2 columns, and then we have to order results by total reviews descending. All right, so let's get started here. We're going to say select from, let's see, what do we have to show up? We have to show business name, so basically just the name, and total reviews. Now we have this column right here, review count, so the business name and the review count. And we don't have to aggregate because they mention assume that each row has a unique business ID, so there's no need to aggregate. And now we simply want to rank them. We're going to use the rank function over order by review count descending. We're going to rename this to RNK, and down here we're going to select the name and the review count from CTE. We're going to name it CTE shortly, and we're going to say where the rank is less than equal 5. And now we have to transform this code right here into a temporary table expression. So we're going to say with CTE as, and we're going to paste it in here. And now we're going to arrange it a little bit, and this should be the final code. Let's check it out. And I forgot here the where. There we go. This is the final result. So quick recap, guys. Here we have a CTE table where we order the rows based on the review count descending. So from the highest to the lowest. And we are showing right here the name and the review count. And down here, we are simply selecting from this CTE table, right? CTE here. From this table that we created up here, we are selecting the name and review count. We are not selecting the RNK. We don't want to show this one, but we want to filter based on it to be less or equal than 5. That would be equal to top 5. Problem number 3. This one again from Yelp, medium difficulty. Find the number of businesses open. These are filter. This is a filter. Open on Sundays. Open on Sundays. These could be 2 filters. Could be open, could be 1 filter, and Sundays could be another filter. We'll see. We have to output, so we have to show hours and the number of businesses and the number. So we have 2 columns. Then we have to order the records, total number of businesses descending. So it seems we have to filter for open on Sundays, either it being 1 filter or 2, and then we have to aggregate based on the number of businesses for each opening hours. Right, so let's get started right here. We're going to say select from, and it seems we have 2 tables here. Okay, that's a lot. Those are a lot of columns. Let's figure out these. Open on Sundays. Right here we have business ID, business hours, right? If we look at the table, we have the business ID, and then every day we have some hours. So we have to group by Sunday here. Let's actually do that. So for every Sunday, we have to group by, for every Sunday, show the number of businesses, right? So we have to say count business ID, number of business is. So for every Sunday, count the business IDs for every Sunday opening hours. If we run this, we're going to see here, these are the different hour opening hours and the count of businesses. Now here we have a null. Definitely we have to check for that. We don't want those. So we're going to say where Sunday is not null. And we have to put, my bad, we have to put the where has to be always before the group by. All right, we're getting there. Now we have to figure out open part because we have two tables and they don't give us two tables for nothing, right? If we look closely here, there is a field called is open, which is an integer, weirdly enough, and it has values 0 to 1. It should have been a boolean, but they made it an integer. So probably we have to check for this one as well. And since we need access to this, we need to join them. So we're going to use the business hours as A, inner join with the Yelp businesses as B. We're going to do it on A.businessID equals B.businessID. And then actually we have to add our A's in here. Here we're going to use A again. Actually, we're going to use the distinct businesses. And here where A.Sunday, we have to add another condition where B.is open equals with 1. And this should be the final solution. Yep. There we go. These are all the different opening hours, and these are the number of businesses which actually share these, but just on Sunday. So quick recap here. We are for every Sunday opening hours, we want to count the different number of businesses, and we have two conditions where the Sunday opening hours are not null and the business is actually marked as open. And right here, we are joining these two tables, the business hours and the Yelp businesses, based on the business ID. Problem number 4, find top 5 cities with the most 5-star businesses. So we have to aggregate based on the number of businesses with the condition 5-star, that would be a filter. And now most, we have, that's basically telling us descending based on the account of this filter, and we have to show the cities. We have to output city name along with number of 5-star businesses. We have 2 columns to output, and down here, guys, they're just telling us if we have the same number when we rank to actually show it. So we could actually get more than 5 entries, but they're still going to be top 5. So let's get started here. Select from, and what do we have to show up? We have to show city name. Let's find that one. City right here. And number of 5-star businesses. Let's do the filter where stars equals with 5. And now we have to count distinct business ID. And we're going to name this one number of businesses. What is wrong with my nose? Jesus Christ. All right, so we have this part right here. Now we have to add the ranking part. We're going to rank them over. We're going to order them based on right here, the same count up here in descending order. We're going to rename this to R and K. And this one is done right here. We have to just convert it into a city. So we're going to write with city as, open the parentheses, close. We take this and we paste it in here. We align it very nicely. And now all we have to do is to select the city and the number of businesses from city where the rank is less or equal than 5. My bad, guys. I forgot to add the group by right here, because we are doing it for every city. And there we go. These are the final results. So quick recap on this one. Up here, we have 2 sections, this one and this one. Up here, we are basically ranking for every city. For every city, we are calculating right here the different number of businesses. For every city, count the different number of businesses where the stars are 5, only 5-star businesses. And then we are ranking these cities based on the number of different businesses in descending order right here. And down here, all we are doing is selecting just the city and the number of businesses. And we are filtering based on the rank to be lower or equal than 5, which would be equivalent to top 5. And problem number 5, guys, the last one for today, we have to find again the top 5 businesses with most check-ins. Output business ID along with number of check-ins. We have 2 columns to output, and we have to do the ranking based on the most check-ins. So we're going to say select from. So we have to show the business ID and the number of check-ins. Let's figure that one out. We have only one single table. We have check-ins here. It's an integer. Probably we have to sum it. Yes. We're going to say sum of check-ins, total check-ins. Now we have to rank them based on that as well. We're going to say rank over. We're going to use order by sum of check-ins descending, and we're going to rename this one to RNK. So this part is done right here. We have to convert this to a CTE. We're going to copy it from here. We're going to paste it inside of the CTE. And now we simply have to select the business ID and the total check-ins from CTE where RNK less or equal than 5. And right here again, I keep forgetting to finish my each statement. I have to group by for each business, right? For each business ID. We are doing this here. If we are not showing this one, we don't have to group by here because it's kind of going to happen in the ranking. And there's the final result right here. So quick recap, up here in this CTE table, we are ranking for every business ID, right? For every business ID, we want to show the sum of the check-ins, and then we want to rank them based on the sum in descending order. And down here, we simply want to select only the business ID total check-ins. We do not care about the RNK column here. We only filter by it when it's less or equal than 5. That would be equivalent to top 5. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you are enjoying these a little bit more difficult problems now that we are in the medium category. If you enjoy these kinds of problems, I highly encourage you to join the StrataScratch community. Consider using the affiliate link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.